Growing tensions in the Black Sea means Russia is feeling the crunch when it comes to moving its own wheat. The country's lack of ships has added to rising costs, while Western grain traders aren't feeling much appetite to deal with Moscow. All this at a time when the war in Ukraine has come dangerously close to key Black Sea supply routes. President Vladimir Putin promised to replace Ukrainian grain with Russian shipments to Africa last month. He did so after Moscow ended an arrangement that gave Ukraine's food cargo safe passage in the Black Sea. Russia's move put a de facto blockade on its neighbour, and Moscow also attacked storage facilities. Since then, both Russia and Ukraine have warned ships destined for each other's ports could be treated as legitimate military targets. Sources said insurance for ships heading to Russia's Black Sea ports currently costs tens of thousands of dollars in additional premiums daily, with rates now ticking even higher. Industry experts say the financial and security risks associated with trading with Russia have driven up costs of freight from Moscow, and that has pushed the country toward older and smaller vessels run by less established shipping operators. Recent industry data hinted at Russia's growing hunt for vessels. Requests for charters doubled to 257 in July compared with the same month last year. The call for ships was up 40% from June and likely to climb further as the export season gathered pace. The Black Sea remains a critical area for Russian exports, with other locations more complicated and costly. Russia's Agriculture Ministry forecast grain exports will fall about 8% during the 2023-24 season, but gave no reason for the drop. The ministry in December announced a plan to build a fleet of 61 new grain ships. It did not say when they could be built by Russian shipyards.
I think we can all agree that freedom of expression is not limitless. Your words have consequences, your actions have fallouts. So the line must be drawn somewhere. The only question is where. So there are upgrades across the board. All three defense services are getting bigger and more lethal weapons. And this is the need of the hour. China's build-up on the border remains a concern, 38 months and counting. India needs better weapons to secure its front lines. So arms trade is just another source of income for them. And this is a serious setback in the fight against terrorism. All because of American callousness. So the stock rally is like a vote of confidence from investors. They are betting on India. They're positive about the India story. It's the government's job now to repay that faith. This incident once again highlights the role of social media and the internet. It's a double-edged sword, really. So tough times for the world. There is inflation, layoffs and pay cuts. But not for King Charles of Britain. Forget pay cuts. He's all set to receive a massive pay hike. What is offensive to one religion could be sacred to another. Europe must realize this. They keep lecturing the world about minorities, how they should be protected, how their rights and culture must be promoted. But at home, it's the exact opposite. People are burning the holy book of your minority group. And what is your response? You say it's freedom of expression.